Hello, and welcome to My Pet Chiquita on Emily Oberman. Oberman is a graphic designer, art director, and creative director. She was born in Yonkers, New York in 1962. Her parents are graphic designer Marvin Oberman and illustrator/artist Arlene Simon Oberman. She studied design and filmmaking at the Cooper Union for the Advancement of Science and Art. Oberman admitted that she was drawn to the acting career, so she ended up taking a leave of absence from her studies in order to pursue acting, but soon discovered that acting wasn't for her. She returned to Cooper Union to study filmmaking as a way to combine her interest in performance and theater with her interest in design. Most of her work is for TV and movie branding, and she often prefers to do typography-based work. Oberman values humor in her design, as you can see in this political piece she created, poking fun at George W. Bush. She prefers design that has a clear idea and a level of wit, or as she puts it, an aha element, where you're rewarded a little bit more if you look at it closely. Oberman navigates her clients' needs with a free-spirited approach, often taking liberties in order to come to a solution for the client that best suits them. She says, "Part of your job as a designer is listening to your client in the first place, and then not necessarily doing exactly what they want, but finding a way to get to the solution they want that best serves them." In 1985, she graduated from Cooper Union and went to work for Marcus Ratliff, where she collaborated with Tibor Kalman, who worked with her on video and motion graphics design. In 1988, she even worked with the band Talking Heads to help create a video casing for their music video compilation titled Storytelling Giant, as well as their Nothing But Flowers music video. While at Marcus Ratliff, Oberman helped create the covers for the 1987 November and December issues of Art Forum, an international monthly magazine focused on contemporary art. She was also the first designer to work on the critically acclaimed magazine Colors in 1991. In 1998, Oberman co-founded the design studio No. 17 with her friend and colleague Bonnie Siegler. The studio gained a reputation for understanding pop culture with clever and quirky ideas, along with their talent for solving design challenges in creative ways, sometimes diverging from the client's initial requests. Some of the work that Oberman did while operating within No. 17 involved working with NBC, including creating logos for Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, Saturday Night Live, and 30 Rock. You can see how much of her work is centered around a very clear idea, with the focus being on the message and the typography. Beyond her work for the film industry, Oberman also helped create logos and identities for multiple retail and accommodation entities, including the Mercer Hotel, the Maritime Hotel, Madstone Theater, the Zinc Building, Spice Market and Housing Works, Bookstore and Cafe. This is an example of Oberman's work in direct collaboration with Bonnie Siegler within No. 17. The work is a response to the prompt, "What do you know for sure?" It relies on typography to convey a message in a simple yet creative manner. Ironically, No. 17 lasted 17 years before Oberman and Siegler decided to part ways to pursue their own design paths in 2012. Siegler founded her own independent studio, and Oberman accepted a partner position with the New York design collective Pentagram. While working with Pentagram, she created the logo for the 2018 film Ready Player One. The logo includes a hidden maze that twists and turns through the custom typography and ends the maze at an Easter egg in the center of the O. This work reflects Oberman's appreciation for typography that rewards the viewer for looking more closely. Oberman worked on many film identities throughout her career, including the creation of the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them identity, as well as the redesigns of the DC and the Warner Bros. Logos. She also created the brand identity and motion graphics for the Film Independent Spirit Awards. In terms of television, Oberman also headed the branding and identity of the Queen Latifah show. Oberman has also created identities for media entities including Tina Fey's TV series Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. These designs are clearly focused on conveying a message in a simple yet impactful way. In 2012, Oberman worked alongside Naj Sahin to redesign the website for the radio show This American Life to add functionality to the site as well as an aesthetic tone that matched the show's smart but accessible approach. Oberman has even created an identity based on the serif font for an online platform aimed at connecting LGBTQ+ communities that is actually called Serif. This is clearly work that further represents her tendency to engage in typographic designs. Emily Oberman is an advocate for women's rights and gender equality within the space of graphic design. She highlights the challenges that women face within the industry and was involved with an initiative to address and challenge the gender pay gap. The initiative was called All or Nothing. Oberman's work has been praised by important groups like the AIGA, the Type Directors Club, and the Art Directors Club. In 2004, she got a Distinguished Alumni Award from her alma mater, Cooper Union. In 2022, she was honored with the AIGA Medal for her significant impact on popular culture. Emily Oberman isn't just a graphic designer. She's a visionary artist who's made a big impact on design worldwide. Oberman's passion for design, coupled with her keen sense of humor and wit, has resulted in iconic logos, memorable brand identities, and groundbreaking projects that have cemented her in design history. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my Pechakucha on the iconic work of Emily Oberman. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about her work, please feel free to visit her website at emilyoberman.com or contact me at the email shown on the slide.